Rather than sending the ratchets away, the massive black groups bring the ratchets. There's a safe space for them.
There is no other community that has a popular sexy red. The white community is not ushering Bad Baby in. They're ashamed of her. They don't even consider her white. They consider her black.
What's coming?
Welcome to another episode of the That's Scary with Melanie P podcast. I'm your girl, Melanie P, and we're here to have a conversation, y'all. I was on Instagram minding my business like I always do, and I saw this debauchery right here. Now, I'm not going to play this because I need to be monetized, okay? So I'm not going to play this. I want to play it so bad. Let me just play a little snippet. Ugh. Fans say Ari and Bad Baby are two top baddies in the game. Now, this is disgusting to me. It is, it's gross. It's actually very, very gross. We have this culture now where it's so cool to have the big jiggly BBL butts, the big fake boobs, the no waist, jiggling our asses on live every other day. And we have a few of the white girlies who are out here trying to, I guess, would you even call it culture appropriation? Because we don't want that as our culture. But we have the Bad Babies. We have the Alabama, what's her name? Alabama Bad Baby feud. But this is what I wanted to get into right here. Before we get started, let's listen to this queen kind of educate us on a few things.
Black women have the support of a massive group that participates in ratchet behavior and ratchet thinking. Now, white, Asian, and Hispanic, they got ratchet people, but you had to go away from the group to do that. They don't house you. They don't nurture that. The black community, the massive group accepts it and nurtures it. It's totally backwards. Rather than sending the ratchets away, the massive black groups bring the ratchets. There's a safe space for them.
It's safe here.
When you're confronted, you look like the minority because you are the minority that confronts that culture, and they're the majority. This is the only group, this is the culture where the ratchets has the power socially. The nerds, the high value minded people. When I'm talking about high values, black women have the support of high values. I'm talking about pro-social values, generosity, respect, honor.
It's not cool.
Faithfulness,
that ain't
kindness. Cool. I'm talking about community. High values your way of being. The people like us, we in the black community are the rejects. In other groups, the ratchets are the rejects. In other groups, that's for entertainment for them. They go home doing the right thing.
Right.
The smart people are elevated because they know you're the key to our progress.
Right.
In our group, the smart ones are rejected, and they think you trying to oppress them. It's interesting. You so backwards. You think we trying to oppress you. We trying to free you.
We trying to free you, ho.
Values. I'm talking about pro-social.
Now, let's read the caption. We're happy more sisters are speaking up and calling out the ratchet behavior and people in our community. It just feels like a growing number of black folk have had enough of it. They have sadly become the face of our community, and it's time to bring it to an end. Black men make sure we protect and support sisters like this. She's standing up to a large group and a mindset. It's time we take our black images, the image of our black people back. Let me follow her. Let me make sure I'm following her because I am in full agreement with her.
Black women have this.
Why? The question is why? Why, when, how, what, when, where? Like, when did it become popular for the ratchets to be the face of the black woman? Because truly they are the face of the black woman. She told no lies. I was also looking on social media and I saw that Sexy Red has been sued by her child's grandmother for leaking home address across social media, wanting people to beat the grandma up. Sexy Red is facing a lawsuit from Nicole Barnes' grandma to one of the rapper's children. Barnes is seeking $5 million in damages after the rapper allegedly, what does that say? sicked, Lord Jesus, sicked her legion of fans on the plaintiff. The legal action stems from charges that Sexy Red, born January, posted grandma's home address on her social media and encouraged her followers to kick in the door and engage of acts of violence. Now, between this protect this sister at all costs. So I have a few questions here. When did this happen? Like, when did the switch over of Black women and Black men, but let's stay with Black women for the sake of the clip, being a little bit more demure, right? We love using that word. I literally posted something on TikTok this week from a video I did, and I was talking about Kendra G, and it's not even about Kendra G, but it's about women showing up with feminine energy, soft, whatever the case might be. And people was in my comments like, we don't gotta do nothing for no man. We don't need to do nothing for no man, girl. We don't gotta do nothing for no man. It's pick me behavior. Girl, shut up. When did it become cool to like not have no morals? When did it become cool? And actually, as I'm saying that, I'm finding the answer and I'm thinking about it. I think, and someone said this recently, and it is the realest statement ever. When we have the feminist movement, back when all that started, it did not benefit Black women or Black culture. Now, maybe it benefited other cultures, but I can say confidently that it did not benefit Black women and the Black culture. We always say, and I always say, that Black men are the head, they are the leaders, but oftentimes for the Black man to kind of get to where he needs to go, he really needs that strong sister to kind of help him get there. And the Black man don't respect the Black woman because she out here twerking on live. Okay, she out here taking out her ribs so she don't have a waist so she can get a bigger butt. And I'm coming at women specifically because I don't want people to think that, oh, the men got their own things for sure. But based on what this lady is saying, the Ratchets are truly, truly winning. They're taking over. It's becoming popular. And women who speak out against them, well, who are we? Like, we appear to be in the minority even when, and here's the bug. Here's the thing. It's this girl on YouTube. I think her name is Raya. And I used to be so disgusted with her YouTube videos because they was always pointed and targeted at Black women need to do this, Black women need to do that, Black women, it's Black women's fault all the time. And just in my like evolving way of thinking, I went from being disgusted by her to low key on her side because it's not cool. There is no other community that has a popular Sexy Red. There is no other. The white community is not ushering Bad Baby in. They're ashamed of her. They don't even consider her white. They consider her Black because of how she act. She is shunned. Bad Baby is shunned from her white community. And we welcome Bad Baby in. She took the music, she took the look, she took the culture and made a mockery out of it. And now she said, forget white people, I'm with the Black people. I could be out here Ratchet, Catch Me Outside, Ghetto, fake boobs, all this kind of stuff. Well, not fake boobs, because that's, nothing wrong with that. But I could be out here talking in improper English and talking about my baby daddy, fuck my baby daddy, all this stuff. We welcome Bad Baby onto the platforms of the Aries. We welcome Bad Babies into the studio to rap and have that accent. And listen, let me not cap, because I literally just sent this to my friends. I didn't even know Bad Baby had music. I got a couple of her songs on my Spotify. So, hypocrite here. I have a couple of songs. I just knew she did. I just found out she did music, and she got some good bops. She got some good bops. But at the end of the day, she felt so comfortable to come over, to leave the white side, to come over to the Black side, and we welcomed her here to this sister's point. We will welcome the Ratchets. We will invite you to the cookout if you do enough ghetto stuff, honey. You're invited to the cookout. If you put enough seasoning in your food, you're invited to the cookout. And I feel like there should be a little bit more boundaries, or a little bit more. It shouldn't be that easy to come to the cookout because now you out here looking a hot mess. It's embarrassing. Like, listen, I love Ari too, but I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm truly embarrassed that she wouldn't choose to have her on her platform. She twerking. Listen, I love a good twerk. I always say it. But at the end of the day, I'm a professional, okay? I'm not going to be out here I would never be out here on live. Look, as I say now, on the 28th, okay? Because times could get hard. But I'd never be out here on live, turning around, twerking my ass, because I got a lot of ass. And I would not be out here twerking it for $1 as of today on March 28th. But what I'm saying is it's not cool. It's not cool. And the fact that the bad Barbies, the Alabama Barkers of the world, this is black culture. Let me slap on my wig and my lace front and be talking like this fake conversation because this black culture. And even though my white people won't accept me, you know who will? The black people. They'll accept me. We don't know any bad babies. We don't know any sexy reds in the white culture. And listen to me. I'm saying that we don't know no bad babies in the white culture because now I'm acting like she black. She is the low-key sexy red of the white culture. And you know what? She's so much invested and ingrained in the black community with the black men, having sex with black men, having babies by black men. She's so ingrained in here. I'm thinking she black at this point. So what does that say? What does that say? You know, I always say that sexy red, again, not gonna cap. I have her songs on my Spotify. I love some of her songs, child, but I am a professional. Okay. I'm not going to be out here promoting her music. I don't even want my daughters to listen to her music. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a bad example to young black women. She is a bad example. But you know what? She's number one. She's everywhere. She's selling out tours. She's on everybody's rap songs. Where's her history at? Like, does she even have a history in rap? I don't know. Truly don't care. But look at how easily she's snuck into the black community, making STDs popular, making making multiple baby daddies popular. Listen, no. Making not knowing who your baby daddy is popular, making sleeping around, making stank coochie, busting it wide open, brown booty hole, all these kind of things. She made that happen, and we love it. We brought it right. We brought it on in. We brought it on in easily. But who is doing that same in the other communities? I'm here for this sister. Her name is I Am Taylor Chandler. Please follow her. I know I just followed her. She says she helps break negative relationship cycles with one-on-one plus group license. And see, this is who we need in these therapies. Oh, look, she got a cute little man moving forward. I'm interested to really, really hear some of her other posts. Let me actually see what else she has to say here.
They have to deal with certain things in men. Well, the thing is that men don't want a relationship if they have to deal with certain things in women either. Both men and women can always do better. I'm going to focus today on women. It's not just that I can't cover everything at once or we would be here all day, but I also see women as more disordered than men. It's not just what I think, it's not just what I see by using my two eyes, my two ears, and some common sense, but it's also in the statistics, and we have to talk about that. So when I say that women are more disordered than others, it's not a perception, it's a reality, it's a fact. It shows up in the numbers. Like, it's so bad that we can actually quantify it. It's not a qualitative issue. It's not about your experience or your perception or what's going on in your world or your circle. We're talking about this is so prevalent that it actually shows up in the numbers. We can quantify how big of a problem this is. We can quantify how different Black women are from other people in this area of marriage and relationships. It's so bad that it's become statistically significant. Like, as in, when we're looking at research, it's like there's something going on here. It's not just a difference, it's a significant difference. There is a big enough difference between Black women and Black men and their outcomes. There's a significant difference between Black women and their female counterparts. There's a significant difference between what Black women are getting and what's going on with other people. So yeah, both men and women can do better, but when we're looking at what's actually going on, the reality of it, women, Black women in particular, are the most disordered of all the disordered people. And as soon, Black women, that you can stop getting so triggered by the fact, you can actually do something about it. You're so defensive that we can't even share the numbers with you without, what am I, a pick-me?
And I just said that.
Is the CDC a part of some conspiracy? Is the National Institute of Health a part of some conspiracy to drag you down? Some anti-Black girl magic thing? Like, what do you... It can't all be a conspiracy, ladies. As a matter of fact, we don't even got to do conspiracies at this point. We don't even have to get fantastical.
I fuck with this.
That's how bad it is. We don't have to make it up. It's actually just the right there. We can just read the numbers. Women will say they don't want a relationship if they have
This is wild. Let's look at the caption. Black women are overwhelmingly beautiful in countless ways. It's in the essence of who we are, but we as a whole in America have gotten far away from that. Disorder is not meant to be an insult. It's meant to illustrate the reality of the situation. Let's talk about the prefix did. Okay, blah, 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 blah. So, I'll read this a little bit more, honestly, because I'm interested to see what it says. Make sure you guys read this. Make sure you guys follow her. But she ain't never lied. She ain't never lied. She ain't never lied. And honestly, I'm glad that my viewpoints of this have changed just based on my experiences and based on my conversations as of recently with these Black men. I've had the opportunity to have a lot of good conversations with some really great Black men, and I respect what they're saying. It makes you, like I always say, hold the mirror up. Hold the mirror up. Hold the mirror up. It makes you hold that mirror up in your face, and I feel like a lot of times Black women have a hard time holding that mirror up in their face because maybe you don't like what you see. There was a question on a podcast episode that I saw, and it was, I forgot actually what the question was, but the answer and the discussion was around Black women having kids and then being mad that, the child's father isn't active, the child's father isn't doing what he's supposed to, whatever, whose fault is it? And initially, I think at that time, I'm like, well, it's both people's fault. And I remember someone saying in that podcast, in that conversation, that it's honestly Black women who really hold the power and low key is at fault. Now, fault is a very aggressive, strong word to use. But I'm gonna have to give them that, we have the wombs, we have the vagina, we have the ability to birth out a baby. Okay. And low key 9.9 times out of 10, that responsibility of that child and the rearing of that child, it's in our lap if the man decides to not want to be involved. And so if you know that you're in a unstable, listen, I'm talking to my motherfucking self. Okay. If you know that you're in a situation that isn't giving stability, isn't giving, are we even married? Are we married? Is this stable? Have we gone to marriage counseling? Has he put a ring on my finger? If a man has not done the proper things that have made you feel comfortable to know that he got you, he not only has you, but he has a plan for you and your children once they come into play. If a man is not giving you that, why the hell would you sleep with him? Why the hell would you sleep with him unprotected? And why the hell would you put yourself at risk for having a baby and then literally get mad when that man is not there and he's on his bum mode? Well, honestly, the man can't have the baby. We have the womb. We have the gateways to life. And it is not fair. And I feel like that's truly where I feel like my argument before this was like, oh no, because a man, if he has a baby, then, it's his job. It's his job. But at the end of the day, it is his job. And bitch, karma is real. And if you ain't out here doing right by your family, by your kids, you will get yours. Okay. All the men out there who do that. However, men cannot have a baby. Like, men cannot push out a baby. You don't have a vagina, at least now, as on March 28th. I don't know what's going on out there, but you have the womb. So at the end of the day, you have to protect your womb and not let any John, Dick, and Harry jump inside of it and get you pregnant. And here's the thing, let's dumb this down. I'm gonna talk about myself. I have been married. After I got married, I had a baby. We raised that baby. That marriage did not work out. Me and my ex-husband get along very well. He is still like family. He still is low-key protective over me and my girls. You know what I'm saying? We might not have gotten along personality wise or, what we like to do in life wise. And we kind of got married kind of young. But at the end of the day, and I can't say that I did this intentionally. It was just a luck of the draw and the blessings of my parents and just a favor of God that I didn't have no issues with my ex-husband. He was present when he could be, when he wasn't fighting for the freaking country in the war. He health insurance, for me, was paying my phone bill, paying my health insurance, like making sure that I, as his child mother, was taken care of. Okay. So at the end of the day, boom, fast forward. Okay. Fast forward. And I'm being very transparent. Meet a man. Okay. I'm at a certain age. I thought a do-over. I wanted to do it right. Okay. With a man, how can I say this nicely? With a man, appeared to be a great man. I'm sure he is a great man. Let me just keep that a buck. Great guy. Likely not the guy for me. And as a woman, seeing red flags, having people see the red flags, telling me about the red flags, I just hope that he would change. I just hope that he would change. Move forward, move in. Mama said, don't do that. Don't do that, girl. Don't do that. Don't move in with nobody that you're not married in. You was raised better than that. Don't do it. Oh, girl, I'm telling her, nope, not my man. He won't do that to me. Yeah, I ain't got a ring on my finger. Yeah, I have a daughter older daughter who's looking at me like, okay, girl, this is not what you said to do. You're not even following your own rules. I don't know what I was thinking. Saw the red flags, kept on going towards the red flags. Moved in with the red flags. You know what I'm saying? Was told the day that I moved in with the red flags, you can get out. Still stay with the red flags. You know, so many things happen that I'm literally going to talk about in the future. Okay. Long story. But at the end of the day, I say that to say that I'm not no ratchet chick. I'm not no uneducated chick. I'm a career professional with an education. And did I guard and protect my vagina? You know what I'm saying? I guess some would say that I did not. And I can hold that mirror up to my face and say, girl, you did not do that. I moved forward. I got engaged. I was in bed with the red flag. Okay. I don't feel like I did a good job of guarding my vagina. Okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I ain't had my coffee, so I hope I don't regret saying this, but it is what it is. I have to say this because as a black woman of a certain age, I truly do not want this to be an ongoing thing when it comes to black women. Like, it is not right. Yes, it takes two people to have a kid. Yes, it takes two people to have sex and, have all that stuff. But at the end of the day, oftentimes the responsibility falls down on the woman. And when you have a man who isn't there mentally and is destroying your life because they don't want to get help, well, now you're tied to this nigga forever because now I got 18 years. I got 18 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. I used to be so hush hush about this kind of stuff because I was raised to do the right thing. Leave home, go to college, get married, stay at the same job for 30 years, retire, live with my husband. Okay, married, didn't work. Okay, boom. Because of the programming in my mind, okay, I got to get remarried. I got to, have a child, live that white picket fence, and do what I feel like I was raised to do, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, I'm living not truly for what I feel like God, I'm being moved by, I am making decisions based off anxiety. I'm making decisions based off age. I'm making decisions off of everything except for discernment, prayer, and everything with God. And that's my womb. And that's my daughter. That's my child that now I'm not in the best situation in with the father. I called off my engagement last month because at the end of the day, I may have made a mistake, but my child does not have to suffer to be in a home that's toxic because of the mistake that I made. And at the end of the day, I'm going to do any and everything I can to make sure that my daughter is raised in a healthy, safe environment. And you bet your bottom dollar, I will meet another man, but the girl from 5 years ago is not the girl that's sitting in front of you today. I'm not moving with anxiety. I'm not moving. I'm moving on what God told me to do. I don't care about some of these. That's why I do these videos about, he gotta pay my bills. He gotta be 6 feet. Girl, you can have you a 6-foot man. You can have you a provider or whatever, but this man could be dangerous. This man could be a risk. This man could be somebody that has no plan. Y'all, I can go on. Let me shut up because I might go too far. At the end of the day, I'm here for this sister. I am Taylor Chandler, girl. I salute you for this. I feel empowered after seeing another black woman talk about this topic. And I feel like, yes, the men have work to do, but the women have a lot of work to do themselves. And everybody wants to point the finger at what everybody should be doing, but you ain't holding that mirror up. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think. And we will talk about this in the comments. Let's have a healthy discussion in the comments, y'all. I hope I didn't overshare, but shit, it's life. And I give myself the grace that I need to move forward. I believe I'll run on. Have a great day, y'all. And I will see you in the next episode.